A Melbourne gardener is launching Australia's first lawsuit against the makers of weed killer RoundUp, claiming it caused his cancer. Michael Ogliarolo's lawyer, Tony Carbone, joins me now. Tony, what's your client's case and how does a lawsuit like this work?
Mike, the case is based on the fact that this particular person, this plaintiff, he was exposed to RoundUp from 1997 up until recently. He was diagnosed with non-Hodgkin's lymphoma in 2011. He's got no family history of cancers, no leukemia, no blood disorders. He was a low risk in the sense that he wasn't a smoker or a drinker. So we say that, on balance, this condition was brought on by his exposure to RoundUp on a very frequent basis. What he used to do was he'd dilute the product, you buy it in concentrated form, spray it on plants and weeds, and he was also exposed to it in the sense that he had other gardeners that were spraying it around him.
We've seen billions of dollars paid out in compensation to cancer patients in the US. Why has it taken so long for a case like this to be brought here in Australia?
I don't think there's been paid out at this stage, Mike. What's happened is there's been verdicts by juries. The most recent one was a couple that got $2 billion. Compensatory damages were $51 million and the balance was punitive, that is, punishment damages. The thing about this, our country's a little bit conservative, Mike. We've always seemed to be treading on, let's go a bit softly. But the states have been very aggressive and they've always been a bit ahead of us when it comes to these sorts of matters.
The weed killer is still widely used in households throughout Australia. What would your advice be to other people? Should they be worried?
Well, look, I'd only be worried if I was in that industry, which is gardening, landscape gardening, farmers, people that are exposed to it on a regular basis. People like myself and yourself that probably have a bottle in the garage at home or in the shed, and we use it infrequently, we are probably not at risk as much. But having said that, just recently the Cancer Council have come out and said that you should be wearing safety masks, gloves, not inhaling the product, those sorts of things. So I think the company should have at least put that on the bottle. They've marketed the product as being safe.
Well, we wish Michael well health-wise and we thank you for your time, Tony Carbone. Thank you.
Thank you, Mike. Thank you.